You can't make this shit up. Well, you could, but nobody would accept it. No movie studio would make it. No network would put it on TV because it's fucking ridiculous. So yeah, that just happened again. Happened in almost the exact same way again, and I try to keep my cool in these videos, and I'm not gonna jump around and scream and yell and do all sorts of crazy shit on camera, but I am sick. Believe me, I am mentally in the same place that a person like EDP gets when he blows up on camera. Uh, I just express myself differently, I guess. But, I mean, don't listen to anybody else. Just listen to me when I say that this team is done. We're done. The season is over. We may as well lose out and go 2-14. I am angry right now. That is not the anger talking. I've watched every play of this team this season. They're bad. And I don't know exactly how to explain it in football terms. And I don't like to be the guy who goes off of abstract things, but I've seen it way too many times in a row now. This team doesn't know what they're doing at the end of games. This team has no idea how to close. This team has no idea how to get things done when things need to get done. Um, we've seen it so many times now where we needed everything to go wrong for us to blow these games, and it happens over and over again. And the football aspect of this game, to break it down, some players played well, other players didn't. I mean, I don't even want to talk about this like seriously right now, but at the end of the day, the team had no idea what they were doing in that fourth quarter. The defense, chickens with their heads cut off. We had Carolina right where we wanted them, and that fourth quarter, they could do whatever they wanted down the field. And credit to them, they did what they needed to do. Greg Olsen, I thought he had a chance to kill us, and he killed us down the stretch. He didn't do much early on, but as the game went on, he was starting to win his battles. Who to blame? I don't even want to call anybody out. Obviously Kerry Williams didn't play great, but I don't think that he was a singular massive problem. Kevin Pierre-Louis didn't play good, but he's a backup anyway. The defense, I get it. This offense is I don't know what you guys. I don't even know where to go with this. I mean, I knew the team could maybe regress a little bit, but I didn't think I would be watching a fucking bad football team this year. This is a bad football team right now. I know they have talent in some areas, but the bad offensive line is ruining things for the offense, because whenever the opposing team needs a stop, all they have to do is put pressure on the offensive line, and over and over and over again, they can't hold up. So there's that. And then you have the defense, where at the end of the game, can't get pressure, can't tackle. I mean, this defense might be the worst tackling defense in the league. I don't see other teams miss tackles like this team does. How many times are we going for a strip and we just let the guy plow over us for another 5 yards? Over and over again, and we don't adjust. So I don't even want to go into the exact details of what happened in this game, but suffice to say, fourth quarter meltdown. We did everything wrong in the fourth quarter, basically. We had one good drive to start the fourth quarter and picked up the field goal, which I thought was going to pretty much put us in position to win. Defense forced the 3 and out, and the offense turtled up, and from there on out, Carolina took care of the game. And, props to those guys. Give all the credit in the world to the Panthers. They could have accepted kicking that field goal in and going into overtime, but they didn't. If there are any Panthers fans out there who watch this, you guys talk about what your team did good. That's on you. I mean, I'm here to talk about what my team is failing to do right now. And like I said, you can't make this shit up. 4 fourth quarter leads we have blown this year. Should be 5. We gutted it out against Detroit. And 2-4, I think it's over. Not just because of the record, but because this team shows me nothing. Next week against the 49ers, we go in there, we're up by 10 points in the fourth quarter. I fully expect us to blow it again. I fully expect everything to just go wrong and we can't get it done down the stretch. And somebody's got to go. I'm sorry, I don't want to be that fire the coaches person, but somebody has to be fired this week. And if somebody doesn't get fired, then, Pete Carroll has a lifetime pass on this team when it comes to this franchise. Pete Carroll has a lifetime pass because he got us our Super Bowl. He got us to another Super Bowl. He's done so many good things. But the time for positivity and rah-rah is over. Somebody's got to go. Chris Richard, new defensive coordinator. He's been terrible this year. Darrell Bevell, obviously, his seat is burning red ever since the Super Bowl last year. And maybe it's time, just because you can't get worse. I mean, the season's pretty much over. If we turn this around, it's going to be a miracle. So I would like to see somebody go, just to shake things up. A coach, maybe a player, although I don't know I don't necessarily feel like there are that many players you can pin this on. Maybe Kerry Williams, maybe Justin Britt, but I don't think that solves anything. I need to see something from this organization to acknowledge that this isn't okay, that this is really bad, and that they're going to hold somebody accountable. Because right now, Chris Richard inherited most of the talent that Dan Quinn had last year. Dan Quinn pretty much balled out with these guys 2 years in a row, and right now I see Chris Richard just not getting it done at the important points of the game. So yeah, not a lot of football analysis here. I guess I'll single out Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas played a good game, and it's too bad he didn't have 3 interceptions today, because he had the one and easily could have had 2 more. But I'll give Earl his credit. Marshawn played fine, but other than that, I don't even want. I mean, Jimmy Graham had a good game too, but I don't even want to single these guys out for playing good. I don't like to be the fan who says shit like this, but right now it just feels like nobody deserves their paycheck. And it's sad, because this team has worked so hard to assemble all this talent, and a lack of talent in a couple of positions seems like it's going to sink it. I think we're done. I don't see anything from this team right now, and at times like this, all you can say is, thank fucking God we won that Super Bowl 2 years ago. I'm out.